welcome Tamara Tunie and Daphnée Duplaix. Goodness, when I tell you, I am so excited for this. Like, congratulations on making history with Beyond the Gates.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Daphnée, you gotta tell me, when did you know that this was special?
Oh my God, you know, I always joke, I got the call and they told me I got the role and I was just happy to be a working actor.
Yes.
Right? And it took about 3 days and I woke up and I was staring at the ceiling and I'm like, oh my God, the magnitude of what we are about to do, what we're presenting to the audience, what we're doing for the culture. I was like, okay, and now I'm nervous. Okay.
No pressure.
Right, no pressure at all. Right, exactly, so.
Woo, so what can you tell us about Beyond the Gates?
Ooh, okay, well, it takes place in an affluent African-American community in the DMV area, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Yes.
We don't just live there, we are this community. My grandfather built it. He was a developer architect. Right, so we run it. When we say we run it. And you're gonna meet this amazing family. My father is a retired senator.
Yes.
And that's a generational wealth. My mother is an EGOT winner, performer, amazing stage screen. And then you're gonna meet their beautiful family from their daughters. I'm the eldest.
Yes.
Carla Mosley plays my younger sister. She's a little bit of the wild child. I'm more of the stable ground, but there's always, the drama's always there. Yeah, and then you meet the grandkids and the great-grandkids.
So it's the whole thing, it's generational.
Multi-generational. Multi-generational,
Yes.
it's for everyone, and multicultural. The family at the helm of this show is African-American, but you will see everything on this show.
Okay. Now, Tamara, I'm getting dynasty vibes from this. And I know that you play the matriarch, Anita Dupree.
Anita Dupree.
Anita Dupree. So what drew you to this role?
Well, first of all, the historical element of the show.
Yes.
This is a glass ceiling breaking show. You know, I spent many years in daytime television where I was...
Yes, we know you, Mama. We do. Yes, we do.
Where, you know, where I was oftentimes the only black contract actor. And so this show has, you know, an entire community of African-American people, as well as Asian, Hispanic, white, you know, but it's the black family is the center of it. And then you can tell more than one story when you have more than one actor from the community.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's what I love about it. And also, you know, the executive producer, Sheila Ducksworth, and our head writer, Michelle Valjean, when they reached out to me and said, you know, we only see you as Anita Dupree. I mean, that means a lot, you know?
Yes, it does.
When you've been working in this business for 40 years, you know, and somebody says, no, it has to be you, you know, that's meaningful.
And what I love is, like, because I remember watching soap operas with my grandmother. We would watch all of them all day.
All the stories.
Before Family Feud came on.
That's right.
And, like,
right.
that was, she had 2 TVs on top of each other.
Okay.
That's how much into the soap operas we were. But I remember on all of the soap operas, they had, like, all the storylines. Like, is somebody gonna come back, die, and come back as an evil twin? Like, are you gonna you gonna camp out?
We'll pitch it.
It's so many different, like, scenarios that I'm going, oh, I hope y'all do it.
Yes, you never know. I mean, you know, this show is definitely going to have all of the deliciousness and juiciness.
How many times you gonna slap somebody,
You know what
Miss
I mean?
Dupree?
You know, Mother may have to slap somebody. She just might have to do that.
Mother may.
She may have to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yes, you know, all the scandal and the secrets, and, you know, my character has a secret. Her character has drama in her life that will be introduced.
And secrets.
And there are secrets there as well, you know, so it's all that juiciness that we love about daytime drama.
Exactly.
And what's funny is when we're in hair and makeup, we're all of the actors and hair and makeup, they're like, well, what if, ooh, I think this is gonna happen. I think that's gonna happen. Like, we're all creating stories of our own phone before
That's
we even
it.
read the script.
Pitch 'em, baby. That's what
Exactly.
I say. Now, Tamara, I have to say this. I don't know if you remember, but we were almost neighbors when I moved to Harlem. We were almost neighbors.
I do remember.
You do remember when I came to town?
I
That
do
was your block.
remember. Yes, and we won't say what it is because I was about to say what it was, but we're not gonna say what it is because some people are still living there. But yeah. You know, I've been in Harlem. You know, I've been in Harlem since I moved to New York, really.
Yes.
And I had a beautiful home on one of the most beautiful blocks.
And they said you were always
city.
giving the great parties.
And I had legendary parties.
Everybody on the block said.
Legendary. My holiday parties, people would start asking for their invitations in July.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it was like
You
that.
left and nobody took
Yes,
over.
nobody took over. But, you know, it came time for me to make a change, and I sold my house, and I moved into a condo. And then, like, a year later,
I can't.
she comes, and she's like, aren't you still my neighbor? And I'm
Yeah, I
like, no,
know.
baby, I moved.
I kept knocking on the door going, do you remember tomorrow? She come by. But I love it that we still get to see each
Absolutely.
other.
It's always a pleasure.
Always. And Daphne, now, you and I are both boy moms.
We are.
See, I have one 19-year-old. You have 3 boys.
I have 3 boys.
God bless you, and how do you do it?
You know what? Well, I have 4 total. We can't forget the girl. And the jury's still out on her. She's 9, but the boys are all older, 18, close to yours, 18. My twins are about to be 22. And when I tell you, I
Girl.
feel blessed every day because they gave me no drama.
Really?
They gave me no drama.
Oh.
And I'm like, I do not know what I did right in this world, but thank you, Jesus.
Ah! And so I love it because your daughter, her name is Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Okay, so being the only girl in a family of boys, look at this one right here.
So cute.
Is she like the queen of the castle?
They call me when they're babysitting her to complain, and I'm like, dude, you tower over her. You're literally like, what are you scared of? And they're like, Mommy, please talk to her. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, she knows she's the queen. She runs the show, she runs the house, and she just told me she is ready to be a voice actor. Yeah, so I finally got one because none of my boys wanted to get into the business at all, and I'm like,
So she's following you now.
She's following.
I love it.
Yeah.
And Tamara, you made your Broadway debut. You made your Broadway debut with Miss Lena Horne.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did.
Lena Horne.
Yes, I did.
A lot of us have no idea. Like Lena Horne now, it is Black History Month.
Yes, it is.
So what did Lena Horne teach you?
Well, I was just in New York City. I had only moved to New York 3 months earlier when I booked that show.
Okay.
And it was such a privilege and honor to be on stage with Lena Horne. But what I learned from her and what I modeled from her is her work ethic.
Really?
And Lena would give 500% every single performance. And the show was on Broadway for a year and a half, and then she went on tour. And she never missed a performance. And so that spoke to me. And so in all of my career, 40 years in this business, I have only missed a performance one time. And that was because I thought my husband had a surgery that was botched, and he had to be rushed back to the hospital. And so I got him back to the hospital, and everything was set. But I was doing a theater piece at the time, and it was a musical. And when I went to the theater, I took my first deep breath, and I burst into uncontrollable sobs. And so I couldn't sing, because every time I breathed, I would cry. And so that was the only time that I have ever missed a performance. And my training at Carnegie Mellon University and my experience with Lena Horne set the bar for how
so
I
you-
would conduct myself professionally in this business.
So you never called and was like, I got cramps today. I don't feel like coming.
Lena's manager, his name is Sherman Sneed, God bless him. Lena's manager gave us a speech and said, you know, if Miss Horne is on the stage, then you are on the stage. I don't want to hear about cramps. I don't want to hear about colds. I don't want to hear about my boyfriend, you know, broke my heart. I don't want to hear about, you know, my dog died. I don't want to hear about, you know, nothing. You'll be on that stage.
And you did it.
And I did it.
Oh my gosh. Is that, look.
That's what we do.
So when you're on Beyond the Gates, you're the matriarch. Did you have that talk with everybody?
Well, it wasn't quite like that, but yes, I
there
did.
was an email that went out.
There was an email that went out.
All right.
There was an email that went out. Just, you know, encouraging. You know, of course, I opened with, you know, what a fabulous 2 weeks we have had, and everyone's doing such marvelous work. But now, let me tell you something. Know your lines, know why you're there, know what you're doing, be prepared, show up ready, You know, because this is a business, and the clock is ticking, and time is money, and we got to keep it moving, and you have to be professional.
That's right. This is why teach the young ones. That's what you gotta do.
You gotta teach the young ones.
Oh man, Tamara and Daphne, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so excited, and we are going to support you. This is so important.
It is important.
Historical.
Oh, yes,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all, Beyond the Gates, we have to watch it. It premieres Monday, February 24th on CBS. We gotta turn on and watch it and support, and we know how important it is for us to support.
We're gonna have a good time.